Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to repaint your doll's eyes. I learned this from Dell Dolls on Instagram, and I'll link her account below, but I'm going to be showing you how to take the color off and everything. So you're going to need your doll's eyes, and I have a tutorial on how to pop them out. So if you want to go check that out, I'll link it down below. It's like eye swap tutorial, just go check that out. And then you're going to need like a Q-tip and nail polish remover. This one's optional, but I think it helped a lot. And then a thimble, which you can use to put on your finger if it starts to hurt from scratching off the paint. And then I have another tool right here. It's a rainbow loom tool. It helps. And then I have some various nail tools to help me out. And I just got this little mini manicure set, and that should be all the tools you need. Okay, to start off, you're going to take your eye and you're going to disassemble it until you have just like the part with the color of the eye. And then you're going to flip over to the back. And you'll notice like the metal weight thing, the little metal part, and you're going to want to pop that out. And I'm using like the rainbow loom tool, but you could use like a pencil or something if you don't have that. But if it doesn't want to pop out, you can just take a hair dryer and on the warm setting, and you can like loosen up some of the glue, and it should pop off a lot easier. That's what I had to do with this one. Once you have that off, this is what it looks like, and you're going to want to keep that because it's pretty important for the eye to function afterwards. So just make sure that you don't lose that or anything. Okay, so here I have the part of the eye, and I've been working on this to scratch off the paint from the inside for a few, no, not a few days, like 2 days now. But here's the back side of the eye. It'll originally just be like, everything will be white. But I've been scratching on this for a few days, and you're just going to want to scratch off the paint from the inside. And here's a better look at that. So just take and scratch it off, and it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease, so just be prepared for that. You're probably not going to get all of it off though, like I did. Okay, another thing I do is take some nail polish remover, and I'm just putting it in the cap, and then I take a Q-tip and I've pulled off some of the cotton, and I go in from behind and I just kind of set it on there and let it loosen up the paint, and it should kind of come off a little bit easier. That's another option. I would use like one of the two, not both like I did, because I feel like that kind of messes it up a little bit. So I would just say pick one or the other. I definitely think this is kind of more effective. If you just had like straight acetone, it would probably be a lot better. I recommend like 100%. And then here's kind of how far I've gotten. Like you can see some of the clear. It should look clear once you know that you have the paint off, and that's how you can know. But I've gotten a pretty good amount just around the rim of it off. Okay, along with the method of using the nail polish remover, I have some clear base coat right here. And I'm just going to be taking that, and I found this works pretty good actually. I'm going to take it and put it on the paint, and this probably seems like crazy, but it actually works. So take a little bit and dab it on the paint, and you just take your nail polish remover and you're just gonna like get in there and just kind of remove it. And this actually works a little bit better than you think it would, but I recommend doing this with the clear polish instead of just using the acetone, because I feel like that will probably take it off a lot better. Okay, so this is how far I've gotten. I'm pretty happy with how they look, and now I'm just gonna color them in. Okay, so now I'm just going to start mixing colors to find a color that I like to fill in. I obviously didn't get all of the brown off, but I'm going to be filling in the parts that I did get all of it off. So I'm pretty sure that these are going to turn out pretty cool looking either way. Okay, so I didn't film me actually putting it in, but I just used a dotting tool to dot it in. But you can see that some of the blue color is in there. I just used a dotting tool, and I use nail polish, but you can definitely use like acrylic paint if you don't have nail polish. And I was going for like a blue kind of aqua color, but yeah, I just used a dotting tool, and I used to mix. I used like a Q-tip, but you could use a Q-tip to fill it in, or you could use like a toothpick to fill it in, would also work. So here's basically the finished result, and then you just need to put it back together. So you take the little metal weight. I would wait until the paint is dry on the inside, and you're just gonna like stick it back in there. It may not want to stick at first. It probably will. You just kind of have to fit it in there like a puzzle piece. and like line up the sides, if that makes any sense. It's you just kind of have to watch. I'm sorry it's out of focus. But yeah, this is what makes the eye open and close for sleep, and that's pretty important to make it actually still work. So this is what it should look like, and if it doesn't stick in, you could maybe try to glue it back in, but probably it will most likely fit back in there, unless you completely broke it, like I almost did. And then you're just going to reassemble the eye. So I take the little black piece and I put the eye back in there, and you're going to want to figure out how it goes so that it opens and closes correctly, like so. And it should, you place the silver piece and it should like open and close. If it does not, then you need to take it back out and flip it around the other way like I am doing. And if you broke the eye weight, you could maybe like fit it in there where it didn't, or you could put like a little piece of paper where it just stayed open all the time if you wanted to. Maybe that would work. But if you put the weight back in, it should do that. Okay, so one problem that I ran into was that the eye was foggy, foggy like this. I don't know if you can. It's probably because of the nail polish remover, so just be aware if you do that. So what I did is I just took on the right eye, I just put some clear nail polish, and that should make it re-shiny and a lot less foggy, and just make it appear a lot better. As you can tell, the left and the right eye are definitely different. The left eye is very foggy. So yeah, that's basically how you fix that. Okay guys, that was it. I'm sorry that this video was kind of terrible. It was mainly shaky like it is now, and half the time it was out of focus, but I really hope that you can get what you need from this tutorial to repaint your doll eyes. It was kind of difficult. I mean, definitely don't do this if you're a beginner, and definitely have your parents' permission if you're, underage to do this. Because they're expensive and you don't want to mess up the eye. I thought that I did, but I'm pretty happy with how she turned out. I really like the color of her eyes. I'm going to insert some photos that I'm going to be taking of her soon. So yeah, that's basically it. I really hope that you found this helpful and that you can use this. I know it wasn't the best tutorial ever. It was kind of a vlog, and it's probably going to be super long, and now I'm just kind of rambling, but I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Subscribe, like, comment, and leave me some feedback, and tell me if you're going to try this out, and tag me in your pictures if you do try this out at Dolls of My Middle Name on Instagram. I'll link it below, and I know that there's some pretty cool eyes out there, so if you don't want to try this yourself, shout out to Customized by Michelle, because they have the most pretty eyes she makes. She does this a lot better than me, so definitely go check her out, and everything that I mentioned in this video will be linked below, all the videos I mentioned and everything. And yeah, this is super long. I will see you guys next time.